Recording in progress. So I am Krisha Spears. I am taking over the reentry council. So Caitlin and your group, if you had worked with Jeremiah, he is no longer with the Reach. So I am taking over all of the councils. And you ladies seem to be very well versed in this area. So if you would be interested in being a council chair, please let me know. I would be very so grateful. So,
I was the
okay.
chair for a
Oh,
long time.
yes, I talked to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And then I never
I'm
heard back from what's her name?
Natalie.
Yeah. Oh,
Me.
She's like, I can't wait to go.
Yes,
Yeah.
I wanted to set in and just to make sure this
okay.
was something that I was going to be able to accomplish.
And I've told her to, like,
This
if
is
if
it.
she decides she wants to do the head chair, I will go back to being co-chair. I just don't have the time to dedicate to it that
Okay.
it really deserves and needs.
Okay.
Life, you know.
I mean, this one is very small. Obviously, everybody seems to know each other. Aaliyah, Seth, Jen, and I are on, and then pretty much all 21 councils together. Um, so I tried in trying to make your life as a council and council chair a little bit easier. So what I told them a little bit ago is I have created a spreadsheet that will have all 21 councils with the dates on it. And so it shows it throughout the year. And then on the second page of that will be a sign up sheet for presenters so they can sign up for dates at any of the councils to be able to present. So hopefully that you as a council chair, you go, oh, my presenter's already been picked for the month. But if you have somebody that wants to speak for, specific month because of an event, we can, shift it around. But, trying to make it easier for presenters and for council chairs to be all together. And then the other thing that I've done for the council chairs is we have something called Mighty Networks, and it's a living place that all of the council chairs can talk. I want to say kind of like Facebook. So there's a wall that they can post on, and they can share events and flyers and things like that amongst themselves. They have, mailboxes so you can message somebody that's also a council chair. And I'm just kind of encouraging all of them to talk to one another, that you're all doing the same work, just in different areas. So call on somebody that's been a chair for a long time, or ask me who would be interested in being a mentor for you. So I don't want to leave you out there, on your own. So I've done this for, 10 years here in Kentucky, but West Virginia is a completely different animal. Reentry is completely different. Just, we're just 10 minutes away from where I live, but, reentry is built into the state judicial system. So there is somebody in every prison that is their role, is to help people as they're coming out. And, that's not like that in West Virginia. So, but anyhow, so I dropped my information at the very beginning of the chat. So I'll do anything council related. I also have been working on the Arc Inspire grant. So Victoria, I saw that you're doing that too. We'll talk about that in a minute, but that's what I do, is like all the behind the scenes stuff. I'm not boots on the ground meeting with people every day, but that's what I do. So we'll just go around and everybody introduce themselves and go from there. So Aaliyah, you want to you told us you're gone and back, and I did the same thing. It's like the boomerang. You leave and you come back. So.
Yeah, that it is what you do. Luckily, I got this job that I do now, and I don't have to drive to Charleston anymore. I work for Disability Rights West Virginia. We are a federally mandated disability advocacy group. We have 8 different programs under different federal grants that focus on different disabilities. I am the CAP, which is the Client Assistance Program, and the PABS, which is the Beneficiaries of Social Security's advocate. So my focus is people that are, one, eligible for rehab services. That is anyone with a disability, not necessarily on Social Security, but they have a disability, and the ADA has a very broad definition of what a disability is. My focus is actually kids coming out of high school or in high school. Because there seems to be a hole there. There seems to be a lack of communication there. And transition services are supposed to start at age 14. And you're eligible all the way up until age 65, retirement age. And you can keep going back as many times as you need to once you are deemed eligible. PABS is anyone who is dealing with any kind of barrier. They get Social Security disability. They're already on it. We do not help people get on Social Security disability. But once they're on it, if they have a barrier of whatever, we can help advocate for them, whether that's employment, whether that's residential, whether it's, we've had, landlords that weren't willing to let service animals, live with the resident, and service animals are not emotional support animals. There is a distinct legal difference between the two. But I use that because that's a pretty common one, is where landlords don't want to let a service animal, be in like an apartment or whatnot. But also, you might have an employer that's not letting you get a special chair that you need and you have a disability due to your back. Those are types of things that we deal with. I put my information in the chat. I also put our website, because if I went into every single one of our programs, we would be here for the next 45 minutes. Please check out our website. Please check out the different programs we have and what all we work with. And if you have any questions, or you got, anything else that you want to kind of shoot my way, feel free to call me or shoot me an email.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Mr. Seth.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Seth Hansen. I am the Partnership Development Manager for Groups Recover Together. We are an outpatient use disorder treatment program in West Virginia. We're in about 9 states, but we have 7 locations in the state of West Virginia. But we actually also specialize in virtual treatment. So we're able to do provider evaluations, consultations, and group therapy virtually. So it really allows us the opportunity to reach the rural parts of West Virginia, and those that are challenged with transportation or other schedule conflicts. So my job is basically to work on branding of our company and build relationships with anybody and everybody that deals with opioid use disorder. So I appreciate you having me.
All right, thank you, Seth. Jen.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute. My name is Jen. I am the outreach coordinator for Northwood Health Systems Crisis Unit. We are located in the Northern Panhandle, and we have 2 crisis units. The reason I'm on all the Reentry Council meetings is just to get the word out there about the crisis unit, because we do take referrals from all over the state. We can help with detox, and also if somebody's experiencing acute psychiatric symptoms. We have beds available for males and females over the age of 18. So we do not work with children. We usually always have beds available, with 2 crisis units having 32 beds. And with us being a short-term stay, about 5 to 7 days, there's usually not a wait. So if you have any referrals or if you have any questions, I put my information in the contact box. Thank you.
Thank you. Emma.
Sorry, I had just gone into a coughing fit and you called my name. I am Emma Rexroad. I am with Unicare Health Plan of West Virginia. We are a Medicaid managed care organization in West Virginia CHIP. I do community relations for them, and I cover 12 counties. So happy to be here.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Victoria, tell us about you and your ARC grant.
Well, hello, everybody, and I apologize that I don't have access to my camera right now. I'm in a different work location than what I normally am. But next time, I promise I'll have it on, so you all will be able to see me. But I am a program manager with the Adventure Group. So we are a nonprofit that does K through 12 education consulting. And we do run the West Virginia statewide family engagement center. So we have some bigger projects there, and you might be wondering, K-12 education. Well, we've learned that, family engagement, that is a very, very important part of a child's education journey. And, we understand that many caregivers in our communities are dealing with different barriers and challenges. So we have began some prevention work, and I will say me and a few other colleagues on my team, we do have previous backgrounds with child advocacy and other realms regarding that, including Train West Virginia and a few other things. But we do have a planning grant right now through ARC Inspire that we are implementing in a 4-county region. We are doing some need sensing to understand recovery deserts and working with local community organizations. So we also will be expanding that in hopes, when it comes time for implementation funding, which we will not be applying for that this year. We are going to wait off and wait until next year because, of course, we want to have an understanding and partnerships and guidance and all the important things. So we can't do that without the folks who are boots on the ground and everybody that it takes, because it does take a village. So it's a little bit about me. And I do apologize. I'll have to hop off here in a little bit just due to another meeting with a project funder. So can't miss that one. But I promise I had signed up for a couple, so I'm sure I'll be joining a few just with the different counties we work in. And being statewide, I am a family engagement specialist for multiple counties in the state. So I thought it was super important to be able to enjoy those too. So I appreciate you all, and I appreciate being here. But thank you.
Thank you. That's what I was going to tell you is, that you can go to our website and you can sign up for as many councils, tell your colleagues to sign up for the ones in their region. And then a week before the meeting, you'll receive an email with the link. And then the day of, you'll receive the link. But for each county, it's the same link for the entire year. So unfortunately, not every county, not all 21 counties share the same link, but you know what I'm saying, I hope. So, but were you in Flatwoods at the training?
Yes, ma'am, I was. You look very familiar. And I believe my colleague Kayla Benson, she is our director of impact. She had spoken to you, and she came back to the table and she said, we got to sign up for these right now so we don't forget. So yes, just last week. So like I said, I'm very new to the reach initiative. I'm
I
happy to
think
learn
she
more.
and Amber wound up knowing something, or their kids went to the same school or something like
Yep.
that. So,
Yeah. Thank you.
all right, thank you. All right, Ashley. All right, well, we'll see if she comes back, but our triple threat there in the corner, Caitlin and Natalie and whoever that is back there. What have you got for us? Who are you? What do you do?
Okay. Ashley Holtzclaw she works for Bracera, and she is our outpatient manager for the Clay office. She wanted to join us today, but she's having technical issues.
Do that,
which-
yeah.
We're in Clay, so. Hey. My name is Caitlin Hall. I am an outreach worker for Bracera. I'm also a mobile crisis worker for Bracera, and I basically do a little bit of everything. I help people get on disability, or I help people get identifying documents or housing or whatever their barriers are. We just kind of work to get rid of those, or at least navigate them so that they can live healthy, productive lives, no matter what stage they're in.
I'm Natalie. I am a certified peer recovery support specialist, healthcare navigator. So I help people kind of like bridge the gap, and like if they need services. So I just go out and kind of find them and see if they need help. Caitlin and I kind of like work off of each other. Well, I'm new, so I just we also work closely with like the family support center that's in town that's new, and help the citizens of Clay County get resources that they need.
And I'm Ashley Reedy. I am the outpatient case manager at the Clay Bracera office. I do the intake process for our guys and girls that come to seek services. So I do the psychosocials and all that jazz and make referrals, and I work closely with these gals with if they need any, like my clients need any help with housing or getting food or just whatever they need that isn't medication or therapy services. So that's what I do.
So as I've said to the other, oh, there's one more back there. Okay.
Hey, I'm Ashley Holtzclaw. I'm the
Oh,
new
okay.
outreach manager here at Prestera. I was having technical difficulties, so anyway, I couldn't get the mic to work or the video, but I just wanted to introduce myself and, let you all know that we look forward to receiving any referral sources and collaborating care for all of our people. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And as I've told, the other councils, consider inviting your, do you call them clients or participants or, consumers, whatever your word is. I know everybody calls them something different, but consider inviting them to the councils. We always want to make a seat for them here at our table. They are welcome to join these reentry councils. That we need input from everyone to make these councils productive and not a meeting just to have a meeting. So, I'm kind of encouraging some of the bigger councils to do a community service project, or I know 2 of them are considering doing a SWOT analysis or a strategic planning session to, let's set some goals for 2024 and what do we want to accomplish. So, since you guys are small and in no chair yet. Sorry. We will do what we can for your area, but I don't think there are any exciting events or anything. I know it's, legislation and Bev and Amber were at the Capitol on Monday for Recovery Day. And then Bev spoke today for Compassion Calls Us Day. I don't know of anything else that's going on. Does anybody know of anything?
Next big event that I have is going to be down at the Capitol. Is for West Virginia Deaf Awareness Day.
Okay.
So I'll be there with a table handing out, office swag and brochures and stuff like that. I know that's a lot further drive for the Webster Nicholas County people, but for the Clay County people, it might be, just to pop in. I don't know who else will, I don't know who all, I'm sure the school in Romney will have a table and there'll be other, disability related people there with information tables. Cause usually, like we were at the Independent Living Day, we were at the, Disability Awareness Day, we go to all the ones we can.
If you have a flyer for that, or if anybody has flyers for any events, email those to me and then I can send them out on blast through Constant Contact. And if you
Okay.
want it to go statewide, I can send it to everyone in all 21 councils, or if you want it, restricted to a specific council, then I can send it out. So, if any of you have informational flyers or brochures or anything, something that's a PDF that you can send to me, I can stick it in Constant Contact email and send it out for you.
I don't know about statewide or any like big hooty doos, but I know that we're having a health fair in Clay and it's a ways away on April the 2nd.
Oh,
So if anyone wanted to attend to be a provider to come, it's at the health department.
if you have a flyer or something, send it to me and I'll send it out to the rest of the council.
Yeah,
They're doing free lab work.
they are
Ooh.
like free lab work
Yeah.
for the first
75.
75, and they usually don't get 75.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's a deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know I get this sheet from my hospital going, what's the $25 Fridays?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Well, does anyone have anything else?
I I put it on my calendar that I'm gonna ask my supervisor about that health fair, see if we can bring you guys some information or even have me set up a table for a little while.
Usually like we'll probably do a resource fair
Mm-hmm.
sometime this spring. I did one last fall and it went really well. I just would like to do one when it's not, like threatening snow and hypothermia.
Yes.
I don't want that.
A
But
resource fair, definitely send me information and I'll get it to my supervisor and ask if I can have a table at a resource fair. Because we've got some changes coming from Social Security.
good, I hope.
They,
Not good.
if things go the way that they look like they're going, my focus may have to shift a little bit to people coming out of correction system that are Social Security beneficiaries.
I know like right now it stands like if they go to jail, they lose their check. And they have to
Yeah, because the check goes to the state. Yeah. Yeah.
And they
But
have
well, but when they get out, they are beneficiaries of Social Security disability.
yeah.
Our funding is not, so the way our funding works is we can't help somebody with a barrier that is addiction related, but we can help people with a barrier that's disability related.
But if you get those people, you're in a room full of people that can help someone with addiction related issues. So
Exactly. And we were, the reason I say this is because I had to go to the PABS, the Protection and Advocacy of Beneficiaries of Social Security. That's the grant through Social Security. They have a quarterly meeting. I had to go to it the other day. And reentry was brought up multiple times throughout that meeting. To the point that I later asked my supervisor, is that normal? Because I've only been to one of these, and is that normal? And she said, no, it's not normal. There must be some discussions going on at Social Security and reentry that we are not aware of. But the way they were talking was that what they were doing is they were commending and these quarterly meetings, there are protection and advocacy groups from all over the country at these meetings. It's a big, huge Zoom, and there's like 150 PABS advocates there. They commended the advocates that were being involved in reentry. So, and I was told by my supervisor, that's a shift. Usually they're telling us not to even bother coming to like go to the meetings, do some presentations, but don't really put a whole lot of time and effort into it. So for them to be commending the groups that have been doing it was enough that my boss, who has been doing protection and advocacy for 25 years, raised an eyebrow and went, wonder what kind of conversations are happening in Washington, D.C. that we do not know about. So, but you know how those things go. And it's an election year. We'll get a new president and everybody's focus will change. Unfortunately. So it's the same way with the state. We get a new governor, we get a new cabinet, everybody's focuses will change. So we'll see what happens over this next year. But yeah, that was something that was a change. That was just an oddity. But might be good things for you guys.
Right. Well,
So, but yeah, if you guys do have a resource fair, please let me know. I'll definitely be interested in coming to that, and I'll see what I can do. And if I can't come to it, at least get you guys some information you can put out.
yeah, even if you want to send us that information anyway, we can just pass it out through town to all the local entities where we all work together. Yeah, like if anybody wanted to do that, more than glad to do that.
Okay. Oh, I figured you guys probably also have quite a few people that have representative payees too. And that's
We have
of-
a few, like we're the only payee in town. Like if you wanted an in-town place in Clay that does payee services, we're the only one. So I mean, we have some, I can't say we have an overwhelming amount, but
Yeah.
it's a service we provide.
Yeah, I just know DHHR is a payee for the children's services.
Yeah.
And then of course you can always have, a guardian, whoever, uncle, aunt, parent, whatever. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Because we have a bulk of people too that the representatives don't use the money the way they're supposed to, and the recipient is not happy about that. And we have an advocate that's assigned to the representative payees to make sure that their money is being spent the way it's supposed to be spent. So,
Prestera ladies, if you have other people in the community that you want to, invite to attend these meetings, share the flyer and the Zoom link with them, that we would love to have them at the table with us too.
If you have like, besides the email that you sent, like if you have an additional flyer that you could send, yeah, I can send out a giant
Okay.
email about it.
Well,
I just was never really given anything like that.
I will send it to you here in just a minute. All right. Making myself a note here. All right, does anyone need anything else, or otherwise, like I said the other day, it's sunny. Go outside. We never know when it's gonna disappear on us again. All right, well, we'll see, or whatever we're gonna call ourselves. We need to come up with a catchy name for, us that are all together all the time, so. But,
well,
ladies, if you, need anything, if you have any questions, Natalie, if you have any questions for me, you let me know. So, oh, Caitlin's got to unmute you.
Sorry.
I'll definitely be sending you an email.
Okay. Sounds good. Or you can text me, whatever. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, everyone have an amazing afternoon. What is today? Today's Thursday, right?
mm-hmm.
Thankfully, yes.
So, all right. Talk to you in a month or so. So, the
I'll
rest
see
of
you tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say the rest of you, I'll see you tomorrow.
You guys.
All right. Bye.
Right, bye.
Bye.